Ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is because it is in fact my favorite time of the week. That means it's time to save some money on some digital and physical Switch and Switch 2 games. Some of the greatest games of all time, some hidden gems, just some other random games as well. So let's go and get right into this video. So if you remember last week, the sales were so amazing that I said I could have made a video that was an hour long. There was too many games on sale. So this is pretty much a continuance of that. We have digital, physical, Switch, Switch 2. I have what you're looking for. Oh yeah, also, here is the winner of a Nintendo eShop gift card. You know, I can't forget doing this every single week. Oh yeah, I almost did forget. Here's another winner of a Nintendo eShop gift card. Pretty cool stuff, you know? I would just say it's pretty cool. If you'd like to have the same opportunity every single week, all you have to do is like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram or Twitter or both of those so we can keep our communities growing and just support the community as much as you can. And you guys know I will always give back as much as I can. But that's enough yapping. We have a really cool video, but also I need to talk about one more thing. This video is sponsored by Raycon. Since the beginning of the new year, I've really been focusing on my health by consistently exercising, going to the gym, going on walks, and just being more active. The way I can keep myself motivated is by listening to music. Unfortunately, a lot of the headphones I'm using are very cheap and just break super easy. Oh man, I really hate cheap headphones. They just break all the time. I guess they're just broken. Well, that's where Raycon comes to save the day. Raycon creates high quality audio essentials designed for everyday life. They're built to be reliable, accessible, and they're super easy to love. Not only does Raycon Essential Open Earbuds look cool and come in multiple colors, they sound amazing. They're super lightweight as well, so you barely even feel them when you wear them. So it's perfect for the gym, gaming, traveling, random chores, and so much more. Another cool feature is you can connect Raycon to 2 devices at once, which is why isn't everybody doing this? And as if it couldn't get even better, Raycon starts at half the price as other premium headphones. And my personal experience with Raycon is they're amazing. They're definitely worth it. And the Essential Open Earbuds are just so comfortable. And if you want to save 15% right now, use my link in the description at buyraycon.com/MrRobotJoeOpen and get you a pair of Raycons because everybody should have a pair. And thanks to Raycon for sponsoring this video. So the first game we're talking about today is a game called LAIKA Aged Through Blood. At least that's how I think it's pronounced. This game is currently $4.99 on the eShop. That is 75% off the full price, and this is the lowest price this game has ever been. So right away, this game has my attention because it seems familiar, but it's doing something different. Technically it's a Metroidvania, but this is a fast-paced 2D motorbike combat that is labeled the very first ever Motorvania. There's challenging gameplay that rewards precision and strategic thinking. It's an emotional and thought-out-provoking narrative about vengeance and loss. You can see the graphics, you can see the gameplay, and I think I already mentioned this one's only $5. A really charming game called The Last Campfire is currently on sale. This is $1.99 and that is 87% off the full price. This is one of those games that almost every single time it's on sale, I will always recommend it. Even when it's not on sale, I would still recommend it. But 1, it's always on sale for only $2 and this is a steal. 2, the game is just incredible. It almost reminds me of an old school classic Zelda game that just only focuses on exploration and puzzles. So if you like that style of gaming, but you don't want to get into all the action and defeating enemy stuff, you really might find some joy in this game. And it's not the longest game, only 5 hours. We have Ys 8, LACRIMOSA of Dana, currently on sale for $19.99, and that is 50% off the full price. So if you guys watch my channel all the time, you'll know one of my favorite genres is JRPGs and RPGs. It's a genre I cannot get enough of. And this is at the top of those genres. This is one of the greatest JRPGs I have ever played. There's so many Ys games. I want to say 10, 11, something like that. But in my opinion, this one is still the best. So if you want to play one of the greatest JRPGs of all time and only spend $20 and be able to do that on your Switch or Nintendo Switch 2, you cannot go wrong with this one. A really fantastic game called Moonstone Island is currently on sale for $9.99. That is 50% off on the eShop, and this is the lowest price this game has ever been. Moonstone Island is a creature collecting life sim set in an open world with 100 islands to explore. You'll make friends, brew potions, collect spirits, and test your strength in card-based encounters to complete your alchemy training. I mean, that's just like a lot of buzzwords for stuff that I'm looking for, right? This has everything that I like in games, just in one complete package. It's so relaxing. It's like a cozy game, but there's a lot of depth to it, a really cool battling mechanic, and there's actually quite a bit of a story here. Like, this game is over 30 hours long, and it's only $10. Now you know it is official law. When there's like 2 or 3 certain games that are on sale, I have to mention them because they are some of my favorite games ever. Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion is one of those games. Every time it's on sale, it's getting recommended. I don't care. It is $2.99 on the eShop. That is 80% off the full price. I think this might be tied with the lowest price this game has ever been. This is one of those games when you have a couple bucks left and you don't know what to buy and you don't want to buy some dumbass game that's not really good. You buy this game. It essentially plays like a classic 2D Zelda game, but the story and narrative is so wacky. You're a turnip who commits tax evasion, and you need to find a way to pay back the mayor who is an onion. Yeah, I know. So if you want to take a chance on a game for super cheap, this is the one. We have GUACAMELEE 2 Complete Edition currently on sale for $5.62, and that is 75% off on the eShop. I guess this is actually another game that I recommend quite often, but it's just because it's so damn good, and if you don't know about this game, you're probably going to skip it. Like, I knew nothing about this series, and I skipped it for years, and then eventually I just took a chance on it, and I wish I would have played it years ago. I've only beat the first one so far, and it was incredible. But I've watched a million reviews and gameplay, and like, just everything you can watch about GUACAMELEE 2. In some way, somehow, it's like a million times better than the first one. Just better gameplay, better music, better graphics, better enemies, just better everything, right? This series truly makes some of the best Metroidvanias ever. We have Dragon Ball FighterZ currently on sale for $9.59, and that is 84% off on the eShop. Dragon Ball Z is one of my favorite franchises of all time. I've been watching it for over 20 years at this point, and I've played all the games, right? This, some way, somehow, is one of the best Dragon Ball Z games of all time. Like, sure, it's not this big open world 3D adventure like some of the other Dragon Ball Z games, but what this is truly just a 10 out of 10 peak fighting game. And then on top of that, it's a 10 out of 10 Dragon Ball Z game, right? Sometimes those two don't mix up too well, but they knocked this one out of the park. So if you like Dragon Ball Z or fighting games at all, this one is a must play. We have Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom, currently on sale for $9.99, and that is 75% off on the eShop. Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom borrows the best from the classic series to deliver a fresh, modern adventure with fun gameplay, memorable music, and gorgeous hand-drawn animations. This is just a fantastic, like 2D adventure game. Has some great characters, amazing gameplay, and what was really unique about this is I think this game was one of the few 60 frames per second games on the Switch. And then on the Switch 2, it doesn't have it yet, but I've seen a tweet where they said they want to make this 120 frames per second on the Switch 2. Regardless, if you play this on the Switch or Nintendo Switch 2, you cannot go wrong. So we have Discounty, physically for the Nintendo Switch at Amazon and Best Buy for $19.99. That's 43% off the full price, and this is the lowest price this game has ever been. In this game, you will manage your own discount supermarket, get caught up in small town drama, organize and plan your shop's layout, and strike lucrative trade deals as you expand your secretive aunt's business empire. Selling more frozen fries will surely heal this broken economy, right? So this game is fantastic. I actually just personally bought this game, I want to say like 2 or 3 days ago. I have not jumped into this one yet, but I can't wait. This game reviewed pretty well, and it seems like this was actually one of the best games that came out in 2025. We have XENOBLADE Chronicles X Definitive Edition at Amazon and GameStop, physically for $39.88, and that is 34% off the full price. This is easily one of the best games Nintendo has ever put out, right? It was on the Wii U, and then they finally brought it back at the tail end of the Switch's life. And on the Switch, it became the definitive way to play it. Monolith Soft is incredible at like world building and world design, and in this game it really shows. But what's awesome about this is this game finally got a Nintendo Switch 2 edition randomly like a day or two ago, and that upgrade is only $5. So you could buy the Switch 2 edition for $65, or going this route, you could get it for $45, and at that price, this is a super easy recommendation. And it's actually funny, on the Switch 2, it has the word edition twice in the title. XENOBLADE Chronicles X Definitive Edition, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. We have the remake of Super Mario RPG for the Nintendo Switch at GameStop physically for $29.99, and that is 50% off the full price. I'm one of the people who never played this game on the Super Nintendo, even though I heard it was amazing and still holds up on the Super Nintendo. I just never played it, and I never really cared that much about like the Mario RPG games. That was until I played this. This is without a doubt one of my favorite games I ever played on the Switch. I think it's one of the best games of the entire generation, and I think it has some of the best graphics of the entire generation. Like, the graphics truly looked next generation on the Switch. They really worked their magic with this. This is a great game that you can beat in a weekend because it's only like 10 hours long, and that's probably the only downside, is it's only 10 hours. The story is great, the characters are charming, the battling is addictive, and the game just looks fantastic. We have System Shock, the remake, for the Nintendo Switch 2 digitally for $31.99. That's 20% off on the eShop, and this is the lowest price this game has ever been. I feel like so many games are coming out for the Switch 2 at the end of 2025 that a lot of people actually miss this one. I never played System Shock back in the day, so I didn't have any attachment to it at all. I just seen a trailer for this and I thought, yeah, that game looks freaking awesome. When it first came out, I think there was some frame rate issues, but it got a few updates since then, and now this is the perfect time to jump into this one. This atmosphere in this game is next to none. It just makes you feel like how classic video games made you feel, and arguably the best part about it is the gameplay is so damn fun. I mentioned this last week, but the sale is just so good, I want to mention it quickly. CYBERPUNK 2077 Ultimate Edition. This is $34.99 on the eShop. That is 50% off the full price, and the lowest price it's ever been on the Switch 2. At least, like, aside from that glitch that happened. This is one of my favorite games of all time, if not my favorite game of all time. I played it for 120 hours, and I wish there was another 1,000 hours to play. It's a damn miracle on the Switch 2, like the quality and performance. It's just incredible. So if you are interested in this one, this sale is ending February 23rd, so you might want to hop on that. We have Marvel Cosmic Invasion for the Switch or Nintendo Switch 2 for $23.99. That is 20% off on the eShop and the lowest price this game has ever been. This game is amazing. Like, I'm not a huge fan of beat 'em up games. I don't care about superhero stuff at all. And once I started playing this one, I just did not want to stop. It's not the longest game, about 5 hours, right? But it's a game that you want to play multiple times because stuff will keep happening. There's local co-op, you can play online, and it truly might be like the best beat 'em up that's released in the last 10 years. Speaking of fighting games, we have Street Fighter 6 for the Switch 2 for $19.99, and that is 50% off on the eShop. This is another game that whenever it's on sale, I like to recommend it. Sure, fighting games are not for everybody, but this one, man, like, it is a damn good port. The quality is so good that even in tournaments, you're allowed to use the Switch 2 version, which, you know, like, that has to be a certain standard, right? It's a game that you can play a million hours by yourself, you can play online, there's a story mode, and it really looks so good when you're playing this on handheld. We have High on Life for the Switch or Nintendo Switch 2 for $27.99. That's 30% off on the eShop, and this is the lowest price this game has ever been. I know on the Switch there was some issues with this port, and I think I seen somewhere that it got updated and the performance is better. But the reason why I'm recommending this game really is for the Nintendo Switch 2. It's such a weird and wacky first-person shooter, and I really applaud it for like going outside the box, because sometimes the ideas fall short, but sometimes they really work out. The whole world they designed and the aliens and how everything looks, they did a damn good job, and the game is actually really fun, really good. The humor might not be for everybody, but this is one of those games I think are really worth taking a chance on, especially for a discounted price. And then we also have CHRONOS: A New Dawn currently on sale for the Switch 2 for $32.98. That is at Amazon physically, and that is 45% off the full price. Just keep in mind, even though this is a physical copy, it is a game keycard. This game is incredible. It is such a good port on the Switch 2. It's a really cool take on the action horror genre. And unfortunately, I feel like since so many games have came out, which is a good thing, if you've got a Switch 2 in the last couple of months, like, everybody's pretty much skipped over this because there's more exciting releases out. But go back and play this one, man. It is a really good game. Like, I'm not even a fan of this genre at all. I don't care. But this game had me intrigued from the very moment I started playing it. And I haven't beat it yet, but I should go back and do that soon. But it's almost 50% off. So yeah, definitely check this one out if you get a chance. Like I was saying, there were so many games on sale. Again, I had to cut it off here because I'm running out of time. But If you want to buy some really cool games, physical, digital, for your Switch or Switch 2, and you don't want to pay a lot of money, well, brother, I just gave you a bunch of opportunities to do that. So in the comments below, let me know your thoughts and opinions, any games you might be picking up, any other sales that I missed. Just start a conversation. And if you made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you for your time. Truly, it means the world to me. So hit a like and subscribe on the way out if you could. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter on the way out if you could. And ultimately consider becoming a channel member, as that is the ultimate way to support. And you guys know me, I'll see you very soon with a new video. Peace.